Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am your humble agent of happiness and I am back with another new video under Happy Learning. Well, this time I am going to create videos on communication, or I would say communication skills. So before I start speaking about communication skills, let us understand what is the relevance. Why I am going to create a video on communication skills? Well, this is my profession. I, with collaboration of Aspire Point, we have several training programs which focuses primarily in communication. Now let us understand why is it that communication is being talked about a lot nowadays. Well, I say that anything which is communicating is alive. If there is one thing which cannot communicate, that means that is not a living thing, that is not alive. Okay? So today's world is depending on communication. Everywhere we get to see certain communication. You are using social media. That is one way of communicating with your friends, with your families, with your colleagues. You are sending a message. That is also a kind of a communication. You're talking to someone over phone. Another way of communicating. You are looking at a billboard campaign or a hoarding. The hoarding or the organization is trying to communicate with you through that hoarding. You are watching television, you're watching news. The media channel is trying to communicate with you that this is what is happening in our country. You're watching a movie, the film director is trying to communicate with you, telling you his or her story. Okay? So you're looking at a traffic signal. It is also a form of communication. It's not that communication has to have certain words. It can be expressed in various ways. It can be expressed through gestures or signals. So when we are waiting in a traffic signal, we know that when it's red, which means it's communicating that we must stop. So we are there. The moment it's green, this is the signal. It is communicating us that we should start our ignition, our engine, and we should start driving. So everywhere you look around, this is nothing but communication. Even the t-shirt which I'm wearing with this logo Aspire Point, it is also communicating to you about the institution Aspire Point. Right now, what I am trying to do is I am trying to communicate with you. And you are also a part of this communication since you are listening to what I am saying. So friends, now you know that everywhere, whatever we keep on doing, everywhere, one thing which we are doing knowing or unknowingly is that we are constantly communicating either with a person or with a system or with a mass, which means many people at the same time. So when we talk about communication, now you understood that what is the relevance and what is the importance of communication. In today's world, someone who can communicate well is a champion. In today's world, who is a good communicator will definitely achieve his or her dream. Right? So now when we talk about communication skills, the skills to enhance your communication, being an expert of communication skills, I thought that I will make several videos which will help you to improve your communication skills just by sitting at home and listening to my video. Communication skills can be broken mainly into two parts. Now I'm not going into any textual definition or something. Everything is just conceptual, and everything is very, very relevant with practical world. Now you can be a school student, you can be a college student, you can be a working professional, you can be a retired person. Whoever you are, if you have the urge to be a better communicator in life, this video is for you. Now when we talk about communication, it can be divided into two major parts, which is one-to-one and one-to-many. When we talk about one-to-one, which means I am having a private conversation with you, maybe at my place or at your place or maybe at a common place. This is called one-to-one communication, when you are having a conversation with another person, another individual, and no one else is listening. One-to-many is when you are communicating with a mass, with many people at the same time. Now when we talk about one-to-many, we are talking about public speaking skills, right? So this video is basically on public speaking. I will be touching about one-to-one communications and different other forms of one-to-many communications as well. But I will start by addressing something which is considered as probably the most difficult thing in the world, and which is communicating publicly. Well, whenever anyone asks us that you please define your responsibility, or maybe your particular product, or maybe your department, or maybe about someone whom we know, about something which we know, the moment that person asks information from us, if this is one individual, in most of the cases, we are perfectly all right to speak with that person. But the moment I am requested or I am asked or instructed to present or to speak in front of an audience where there are 10 or 20, 30, 40, 100, 200 people in front of me, there is a lot of issues which most of the people keep on facing. Well, we will talk about all these issues in all the series of videos which is going to come under public speaking skills. Today, I'll start with one particular issue, that is to find out why is it that public speaking becomes so difficult? Why is it that our anxiety level increases? Why is it that we get under a lot of stress the moment someone asks us to speak in front of an audience? Well, one biggest reason why we are feeling all this whenever someone asks us to suddenly speak in front of an audience is the fact that we are attention seekers. Well, let us accept that we are attention seekers, right? Right from the time we took birth till now, all we want to do every time is to get or is to seek someone's attention. You might accept it, you might not accept it. But if anyone comes and says, well, I don't need anyone's attention, I'm very happy the way I am. I don't need anyone to look after me or to say something to me. I don't need appreciation, I don't need attention. Then please believe that that person is lying. Because knowing or unknowingly, we always seek someone else's attention. Imagine, you must have seen it in your real life, that little kids, often they cry. Why do you think they are crying? They are trying to seek your attention. There are two kinds of cry. One is a genuine cry. If the kid is hurt or something has happened, then the kid cries genuinely. The other kind of a cry is not actually crying. It is more of a statement which the kid is making to you, that I want that balloon, or you better give me the toy, right? So this is why public speaking becomes even more important, because this is the only time when you are getting a lot of attention at the same time. Now this becomes the problem, the difficulty in public speaking. As we grow up from a child to a school going kid, to a college going kid, a college goer, a boy wants to ride a motorbike because he thinks that school he would look like a hero. So he wants to grab some attention. That is the reason why ladies apply makeups, because she needs your attention. This is the reason that why I am wearing this t-shirt with this logo on, which is Aspire Point. Alright, that I want to communicate with you that this is my training institute. You would be benefited if you come and join me in the training programs online or offline. So everything is communicating, and at the same time you are trying to grab attention so that others also take notice that I am here. Whatever I am, whoever I am, but people know about me. And you cannot deny this, that yes, I don't need anyone's attention. And if someone gets attention, this is an opportunity in today's world, because you need to grab it with both hands, and you need to utilize it in such a way that you reap benefits out of it. So if right from the time we have taken birth till now, till the time we will be alive, till the time we will be in our senses, we would always want attention, someone else's attention. Okay? So if this is the case, then during public speaking, what is the difficulty? What happens? As I mentioned, that we get too much of attention. And the moment we get too much of attention, which we have not thought of, then we don't know how to handle it. And in most of the cases, we get under a lot of stress. So this is the reason why you get nervous. This is the reason why the pulse beat increases. This is the reason why the palpitation happens. This is the reason you'd feel like, let me say anything and I'll just get off the stage, right? So if you're facing all these issues, understand that it is because of the fact that you have got too much of attention, and all you need to do is handle that. How you're going to handle it? Well, we'll talk about it in the next video. Please keep following us, the series where I'll talk more about this attention and how to handle this attention, and what are the different ways through which you can be an influential public speaker. Alright, thank you for listening to me. Keep learning.